Growl, growl, prowl, prowl. Hello, my friends. I am the Lion of Truth, and I'm going to talk to you about the Sony PlayStation 5 controller today, the DualSense. Now, I got the image here on the screen. I mean, look at this thing. I think it looks beautiful, sexy, futuristic, unique. It looks like it's an inspired design. I love every single piece of this controller. Every nook and cranny, every little detail, except for one thing. If you look on the right side of the controller, you'll see the 4 face buttons, the triangle, square, circle, and X button. On every PlayStation controller, as far as I remember, I believe all the way back to PlayStation 1, I could be wrong, but as far as my memory serves, every single controller that Sony has ever put out had the face buttons being colored. Every single one. The triangle button is green. The X button has always been blue. The square button has always been pink, and the circle button has always been orange. The different shades of each color might have changed a little bit throughout the generations, but as far as my knowledge is concerned, I believe they've all had the colors on there. So, my one proposal for Sony, I hope they see this video. If you guys can share it, talk to people. If your uncle works at Sony and PlayStation, let them know. The design for the console, spectacular, near flawless. The controller, very sexy, just like the console, beautiful. The only thing to change is to add colors. Okay, so I went ahead and I've drawn up in my Photoshop, my $3,000 Photoshop here. Took me like 4 months to color in these buttons here, but I have a rendering of it, the image on here on the screen for you guys. You can see my concept art where how I think the controller can look if they were to just color in the buttons. I think it looks beautiful, like a Van Gogh or a, Leonardo da Vinci type painting. I'm just kidding, but seriously, that's the idea. Is I just want them to bring the colors back to the buttons because it brings so much life and nostalgia and just beauty into the controller, in my opinion. There's only 3 possibilities that I see in the future here. Is either A, they never bring it back, they let it go and that's it, and we're done, we're not going to see the colors anymore, and that would break my heart. I think that would break a lot of people's hearts. It's so fun when you're playing a game, man, and the buttons appear on the screen and it says press X or press triangle, whatever, and it has the color on there. There's something about seeing the color on the screen when the buttons prompts you, and just seeing it on the controller itself. It warms my heart, and I love it. I love it so much. So there's 3 options in the future I see. Either A, they do nothing, they don't show us anymore, it's done, the colors are never returning, which would break my heart. B, they make a controller, another one, they keep this one with no colors, but then they make another one that does have the colors, which I'm okay with that. I just want to get the one with the colors. Or C, the most unique and maybe beautiful option of the 3, in my opinion, could be that the colors are already there, guys. They already have the light bulbs inside the buttons, and maybe they don't turn on unless you press them or unless the controller is on connected to the console. Maybe then the buttons themselves will just glow a certain color, their respective color. There's a part of me that doesn't think that's the case, because we can see, if you look at the picture, you can see the blue lights going down the touchpad, which means that technically, I guess the controller it's on, right? It's turned on. And if it's on, then why aren't the buttons glowing if they have light bulbs underneath them, So I'm hoping that they do one of the other 2 options, the latter 2. But if they just took the colors away, man, and they're gone forever, that's really going to hurt me and make me very sad. That's something I'll never get over, because colors are ingrained in our systems. They've been ingrained in our DNA and our genes for thousands and hundreds and thousands of years. So, I just hope that Sony brings the colors back. All right, guys, let's talk about this. What do you guys think? Do you like it without the colors? You just like it black and white, or do you wish it had a little more pop to it, a little more flair? I like a little more flair because you know they're gonna add colors. You know they're gonna add designs and all these special edition controllers. It's gonna get insane, the designs that people do, and I don't need any of that. I don't need it to be insane. I just want a little bit of pop, a little bit of flair. You know, a little bit of something to draw me in from a distance. And when I see those colors on the face buttons sitting on there, that's exactly what it does. All right, guys, comment down below. Let me know what's up, what you think. Take care. See you in the next video. To infinity and beyond.